How have you been spending your quarantine? Did you catch the World Series? What are you doing? I guess in your spare time, Bryan.
It's been a little crazy year, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
My wife and I actually got COVID back in March, very early on. We were very fortunate that our symptoms were mild and got through it without too much difficulty. And God, my heart goes out to everyone who's suffering greatly.
Right.
Then we had the shutdown for all that time. Sports was strange, wasn't it? It still is kind of strange. My Dodgers finally getting to that pinnacle place after 32 years was certainly, I was weeping seeing it come to fruition finally. And it's been a good year for LA sports. The Lakers dominated when they needed to. And, God, but it's just crazy. And we need some socializing and some hugs. I think our whole society just needs a good hug.
Well, you know what, Bryan, you're not wrong. You're spot on right there. And, watching that World Series this year and seeing somebody like Clayton Kershaw celebrate after all those years and, and then all these young players just finally put it all together with Mookie Betts. I know a lot of Dodger fans that have been, wish that they could have actually been in Dodger Stadium to see it, or maybe had an opportunity to be one of those few fans in the state of Texas. But I'm sure, you said you had tears in your eyes watching that,
Well, that's how interesting it was. The L.A. sports fans didn't get a chance to see their Lakers or their Dodgers in person to win their championships. And it's such a strange thing. But isn't it weird how we started getting used to empty stadiums, whether it's football, basketball, baseball? You then just hyper-focus on the game.
Well, I think the reason why that is, and I mentioned it last week because, on a Thanksgiving show, I am mandated as a host of a show like this one to talk about the sports things I'm thankful for in a segment, that the athletes performing without the fans as if there are fans there and it meaning that much more to them and still putting it out all on the line makes me as a sports fan forget about that there's no fans in the stands. Just watching the competition, it looked the same. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how much it meant to everybody. And
then you fast forward to last weekend. By the way, I have an announcement to make. Okay. I got a call from the Denver Broncos. They want me to try out.
Nice.
How's your arm?
Excited.
How's your arm, Bryan? I mean,
terrible. So it can't be any worse than what they had.
But you bring a certain savvy to the position, though, Bryan. Right? I mean, you know what I mean. You do.
I try to bring a certain, old school class. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.